Alrighty, gang, it's the Dark Comic Nerd again, and it's been a busy couple hours since our last video. Of course, there is no set, idea of time lapse when you're watching videos, except that, you can see that there's a little less daylight out. And actually, we're getting ready for some rain. So, the thing is that I wanted to do this when there was still a little bit more daylight before it got dark and before the rain clouds started coming in and making everything gloomy. But unfortunately, I had a couple things to do. I've been redoing my gaming living area here, and I just got a new bookshelf built and got all my games out here on the bookshelf. And I've been actually getting ready for dinner by actually cleaning up my George Foreman, which was pretty bad because I want to cook a couple burgers tonight, and it's getting a little too cold outside to grill. If I'd done it this afternoon, yeah, it would have probably been a different story, but it's a little too cold and gloomy right now to be doing it. So I had to get my inside stuff ready. So I've been cleaning that, and I've been doing a whole bunch of other things. So the video is about an hour delayed more than I wanted to. I wanted to get this started about 5 o'clock. And actually, it's more like, what is it, a little bit before 6. And what we're going to do is we're going to roll, probably going to get one roll done within this hour. And then we're going to do the rest of the rolls into the next hour. Now, I'm not crazy. So if I start doing rolls and they look like they're going to be garbage, we will probably hold off, and this will be a quick one and done, and then we will hold off on some other ones for later on. We're just going to have to wait and see how it works out. But no, well, actually, yeah, let's do one of my regular rituals here. I still find that I've had good luck with my double or triple rituals. And the thing is that I would like as much luck as I possibly can, considering that we really have not. We definitely haven't hit a grand slam, but we barely hit a home run when it comes to servants lately. So, plus I do have a couple craft essences, guys, that I need to get rid of. So this kind of kills a whole bunch of birds with one stone. Let's see here. Yeah, I just cleaned some wax out of my ears, and that sounds like a bad cliche, but actually, I what came out of my ears was pretty bad, and so the thing is that I needed to get that out of there pretty bad, but it's messing up my equilibrium right now. So sorry if I'm a little off, guys, because right now my head's spinning a little bit, literally. Well, not literally around, but it's swimming. It basically feels like I don't have a really good equilibrium, because if any of you guys have ever shot water into your ears, or like I do, where I still have some water in my inner ear, it really messes with things right now. So the thing is that pardon me if it seems like my head's in a fog, because it really feels like it is. Looks like what we're looking for is up here. Where did you go? Oh, there they are. Because these are things left over from some of the events, and instead of saving them individually, we're going to merge them together. Oh, got a little pain in my ear now, too. Not making things fun. Alright, limit break for that is done. I want to check, guys. I meant to do this earlier on some other cards. Wow! This is going to be one of those cards now that it's going to be the MP charged already halfway up. So that will be just a plus to have. I have a lot of cards like that now, so it's always a plus to have those. Here's what we were working on earlier. Alright, so what's it going to give us now for that, guys? If I was doing the event, I'd get 2 an extra +2 drops, but now it's going to be more of just what it's going to give me for the skill 1. So MP gain 20% and strength 20%. I find that I prefer a little bit more of a flat kind of thing, damage plus in comparison to these little percentage things they do. Now we know we're going to have to eventually do this, so we might as well just get to it with that card. Alright. I think we have enough to do a limit break, so let's see how much we can do before something pops up we want. Maybe we'll be able to do it all the way before. Well, I tell you one thing, this hour, which I think we've now changed over, yep, it's changed over to 6 o'clock in the East Coast here, and this hour is definitely not good for getting any doubles or triples. Maybe it'll make up for it and some really good servants during the roll. Cha-ching! The last one. I would love to check and see what we boosted in that car's skills, but unfortunately we need to rocket right to doing our first and hopefully not only multi-summoning for this hour. So we didn't actually get to do one pre-6 o'clock, but maybe that'll work in our favor. You don't know how often I sit back seeing casters and just thinking to myself, I'd love to get spooked by a Merlin someday. Merlin, I think, is still, I believe, to be one of the high casters that people want to get, because, frankly, his Noble Phantasm can be spammed to basically to almost infinite. If you got the right setup, you can keep using him to keep regenerating your Noble Phantasm gauge and your health gauge almost as long as you need to through the battle, if you can keep Merlin alive and keep getting his Noble Phantasm gauge refilled. Yeah, so I'm going to really look and see what we're going to get out of this roll. So far, nothing spectacular, but depending on what kind of surprises we get, which I don't really consider that a surprise, it's almost a cliche now, depends on what we're going to do next. Oh, come on! What are we going to get? That almost guarantees something good. Oh, it's a rider. Nice! I don't have him. Nice. Not the 5-star we wanted, but what a surprise. An Aussie. Nice. He's a good rider to have. It seems like a lot of these banners, guys, they really spook you with some good servants, but just don't give you what you want. Too bad. I almost thought it was going to go crackle on us. But I've seen, a lot of videos lately from iStark and some of the other guys. They got spoofed with some really good cards. That was a great 5-star to have. So it seems like now you're only getting 5-star, you're only getting rainbow rings for servants you don't have already. What an awesome 5-star card to get. We're going to jump right into, that was fantastic. So, of course, we're going to jump right into another one. The fact that his skill, Charisma, increases allies' attack is his first one. And he's got his last skill, gives him refill for his Noble Phantasm. So, and even his second skill unlocks some random stuff. If you can get it up there high enough, you can get attack, defense increases, and get health regeneration. The card is just great all around. Here's his Noble Phantasm, guys. This is the only downside. Deals significant damage to a single enemy and inflict NP seal on them and decrease their defense for 3 turns. Now, it's a downside that it's only to a single enemy. That's what I don't really like, but when you have a character that's this strong, you kind of have to expect that there's going to be a couple drawbacks. Noble Phantasm EX, of course, this is a strong rider character. And here's what the sprite's going to look like. And that's it, guys. That's our look over for that. All in all, we got 2 gold cards into that. It's about what we usually get when we do my ritual. But getting a 5-star, even though it wasn't the one we wanted, and I think from what I've seen of other people's videos, there's a lot of that in this banner. There's a lot of spooking where you get 4 stars and 5 stars that you some people don't have, and some that they already do have. I think I saw iStark get to NP5 on his Pavarti, and the thing is that everything that he might have got after that is going to be pretty much rare mana, fodder. Basically, you have to burn it. You have to burn it off for just rare, rare mana prisms or whatever they are. So I forget exactly what it is, but they're worth having now with some of the quests for Codecast coming back permanently, and sometimes you need the 5 rare prisms just to get those. But they are back permanently, and if you don't have the event Codecast that you get as rewards from that, it's worth having a couple rare prisms just to do it. Now, in the meantime, like I said, guys, we're going to go immediately to another times 10, and we're really going to hope to get Kama still. But what a nice bonus. What a nice consolation prize. I am going to jack the volume back down temporarily unless we get what we want. I would love to think that that means that this is a great hour to do stuff in. That card sucks because I get it almost more often than I get some commonplace 3-star cards. Like I said, I'm going to have to make a really tough decision if we can't get Kama by the time we're done doing all these. It's the same one a lot of people have to make. I'd love that to go crackle and gold on me. I love an assassin. Anytime I see an assassin now, I'm thinking to myself, come on. Just want to see something good. So right now, the cleaning I was doing on my cooking equipment, I'm letting it dry off right now. So, oh, that card again? Really? You couldn't give me a 5-star servant? Though I suppose we maybe already used up that luck. Let's hope not, or we'll never get Kama. But yeah, I'm letting the item I have is electric, so I'm letting it dry off. So doing this actually helps out with letting that dry off before I start making dinner. And that's pretty much the next thing I'm doing after this. I know what I'm leaning towards doing if we don't get Kama out of these rolls, but the fact that we got a 5-star servant of some sort just makes me really want to continue trying to do it. But I really don't want to whale for it. I don't want to do a whale for it. I don't want to be plugging cash into this hand over fist just for one character. I gave up on Scotty, and I think if I really had to, I could do the same here. Well, we didn't do any frills on that one, and we came up with this about the same amount. We're going to do some enhancement, guys, we're going to work on some servant. As you all know, we now have a new rider. Let's see if we can find him, and let's see if we can get a super off him. Where are you? There you are, buddy. And that would be awesome. All right, did we get any riders out of the junk stuff we got? We did. We actually got quite a few. Shows you how many junk servants I've been pulling lately. Quite the talker, ain't he? It'd be nice if subtitles were down there, if they would do the subtitles. They do subtitles for almost everything else. I don't know why they don't do it for that, so you can understand what the heck's going on. We've had a couple of rider embers show up lately, so let's use those up. If everybody remembers, we didn't do so hot getting a double or triple to show up when we were trying to do the first roll. So the thing is that this might be a bit. Yeah, you're going to talk. We know you're going to talk, but since we can't understand what you're saying, it doesn't matter. Come on. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Considering, if I recall correctly, doing my ritual got us Aussie there, I think it would definitely be worth the time to take and do it again. Come on. I wish they would leave the generic stuff right at the top. It would make things so much easier. There we go, baby. I'm doing a little ritual within a ritual. The fact that I was doing it on a servant instead of switching over to the craft essences, which I need to work on anyway, is because I like to see if doing a super success on a servant would actually lead to getting a servant in there. Though I think we proved the first time when we had to switch over to craft essences, it doesn't really work that way. Wow, 4-star right off the bat. But it's nice to think that it would help out. Maybe that's how we ended up getting that. Ooh, I saw a lag and then I saw a servant. Sometimes that's a good thing. Unfortunately, not so much. Ugh. Ugh. Definitely not. So yeah, I sometimes believe that, and I don't know if I can prove that it actually will work or not, but that sometimes I feel that if you double or triple on a servant, you end up getting more servants during the next multi-roll. I haven't really paid enough attention to prove that there's any fact behind that, but I do feel like it sometimes helps. Though, like I said, the first roll was pretty much, we got our super during craft essences, and we got a nice 5-star servant, so it probably is a lot more luck of the draw than anything. It's too bad. I would like to at least see an assassin come up so that I could at least gamble with the chance that, hey, maybe it'll crackle and we'll get a gold. But we're getting everything pretty much but assassins, which is what happens a lot. Unfortunately, I think I'm starting to see where this roll might be going. Like I said, I would have loved it if it was at least a assassin servant. I'm telling you guys, they know people are going bat crap crazy for this comma, and they make it very hard to get it. Yeah, that was one of these lousy rolls you get every once in a while, where the first card, I'm going to either coin a name for it, or I'm going to go find the name that people might have coined for this, but you get these, you get the 1, 4, or 5-star card, which 9 times out of 10 is a craft essence, and then everything that follows after it is nothing but garbage. Look, guys, we didn't even get an event craft essence in here. However, I guess my little ritual in a ritual to get more servants than anything, it did work out. We got more servants than anything else. So, we're sitting at the crossroads, guys. Like I said, I have a bit more. I have a lot of tax money. Though I didn't want my bank to sit and worry, since I would be taking out $80 and $80 and $80. And that tends to make the credit union worry, and they start putting holds on my account. But I did check my phone recently. Nothing had been put on hold when I did it this afternoon. Maybe they're actually finally starting to trust the Google store when I make purchases. So this has been a very interesting hour. We got spooked. Nothing as dramatic as what the other guys do, but the other guys have sheer numbers on their side. When Ice Dark and Mist and all these guys do it, they keep doing it forever until they get the comic card or run out of money. So the number of summons they do, of course they would end up with a lot more 4-star and 5-star characters. So it's just simple odds. But what we're looking at here, guys, is I have heard some really good things about this comic card. People are coining her as like the god card of assassins. Her skill set is amazing, and the thing is that I do have the money for this, whereby I normally wouldn't have the money for this. The only downside with this is that it's gonna bite into some of the money that I wanted to use for other stuff. So if I end up spending another $80 on this and don't come up with anything, it's gonna hurt bad. So the thing is what we're going to do, guys, is because of the fact that I have to stop the broadcast anyway to go purchase more money. There's not a simple pause and come back. Since I got to do that anyway, we're going to stop the broadcast for right now, guys. All in all, not bad. Not bad at all. But definitely a disappointment that we didn't get the comic card we wanted, because I am shelling a lot of money. And like I said, guys, I don't think it's a coincidence. I think that they nerfed the rates on cards that on servants that get a lot of fanfare online. And I think they tell us that they have the same rated up rates as previous banners, but I don't think they do. I think they make them harder to get. And based on what I've seen from other people doing it and how much money they had to put down, and then how much money I'm putting down when, what was it, a week or so ago, we did a roll for a couple 5-star characters, and we didn't have to put down anywhere near this amount of cash. So the thing is, and it was on a return banner. It was on a banner that had already been done once before, and it was coming back. This is the first time shot for this. So I still believe what a lot of people are saying. I'm not coming up with this idea on my own. This is what other people have been saying too. I think they nerfed the rates. They claim the rates are the same, but I don't think they are. I think it's like a popular character rate, where I think they cut the rate in half, and I think the rate for getting a 5-star servant during some of these banners is probably, I'm betting less than 0.5%. I'm betting less than 0.5%. Contrary to what they say, I'm betting it's less than 0.5%. Though, considering the odds of getting Aussie there, we probably nailed less than 0.5%. It just wasn't in our favor tonight. But come back later on, guys. I'm not going to keep putting this off. We are going to do some stuff tonight. I am going to go shell out for another 80. It's a bit crazy. My friend Chunky Jeffrey will be probably knocking me later on, going, oh, I can't believe how much it is. And at which point I'm going to say, because he can't do that, folks. He would probably like to, but I'll be like, how much money did you put into a new computer that you didn't absolutely need, that you only got it for gaming? How much money did you put into Legos lately? So see, folks, I want everybody to remember, if you're sitting there and you're watching your friend's videos and you're saying, how can he put so much money into something so silly? Just remember, every time you point that finger towards somebody, there's 4 more pointing back at you. So in the meantime, guys, if you like this video, if you like the fact that we got Aussie and we got a 5-star character, even though we didn't get what we wanted, hit the like button and leave a comment. As always, I'll keep saying it until I'm blue in the face, even though it'll never happen. But hey, maybe someday people down the road, years down the road, will be watching this and they'll be like, hey, I like that. And they'll hit the like button. It has happened on my Dark Comic Nerd channel, so maybe it'll happen on this channel too.